And there we go, guys. Don't tell me I didn't warn you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. Not taught walking on the beach today as I don't have too much time, but I will create an epic video again with all the things that you need to know. I have amazing news items, 2 of them. I have 2 amazing charts, again 2 of them. And yes, I have a beautiful inspirational quote to end the video. Let's quickly jump into the news, as it's epic news. It's massive news. You need to watch the video all till the end, guys. Let's quickly give it a thumbs up already. Now, bam, 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 bam. The first news is a kind of funny news, which is maybe not that funny for the people who it happened to, but there is a guy that he's pretended to be an Uber driver in Scottsdale, Arizona, and he knew 2 people and he picked those people up from the hotel. And then when he was in the car driving with these people, he was telling them, my equipment is not working that well. Can I please use your telephone for a minute? And while using the telephone of the passenger, he opened the Coinbase app of the passenger and he transferred all the funds of that passenger to his Coinbase app. In total, he did it 2 times with 2 passengers and he stole in total $300,000 US. So from now on, I will never give my telephone ever again to an Uber driver or to anyone else. My kids can't even touch my telephone anymore. Now, I don't have that much on my telephone. I just have a little bit on it. But you know, you don't want to even lose that little bit. You don't even want to lose 10K or 15K, whatever it might be. You don't want to lose it. So you never hand over your telephone, especially not when you don't have 2-factor authentication and all that stuff installed on your telephone, to an Uber driver. This Uber driver, of course, was targeting those people. He knew they had Bitcoins. He picked them up. Just imagine being a taxi driver. My navigation doesn't work. I work as a taxi driver in the city, so normally I should know everything, like out the top of my head. It doesn't work. Can I borrow your telephone? Please give me your telephone so I can make it work. And then just scrolling on the phone, searching Coinbase app, sending funds out of it, and then the passenger will be like suspecting him, like, what are you doing with my phone? No, I will be, oh, one more minute, give me a minute. Yeah, send. 1 more minute. Stop yelling. 1 more minute. Here's your phone. Get out. 300K richer. So that was the first news, guys. Very funny. Check it on Cointelegraph. I found it over there, guys. The second news is way more important. The second news has to do with that Cold War I told you yesterday. I told you, hey, America is saying we're going to get 1 million Bitcoins in the next 5 years, 5% of the Bitcoin stack. We want to hodl 5% of the total Bitcoin supply. Russia answered that like, you can only start buying when you get your seat, Mr. Trump. We will start buying Bitcoin already now. And then yesterday, another huge country started to feel the FOMO as well, and that is Germany. The former Minister of Finance said yesterday in the Bundestag, as they call it, please guys, are you all stupid? The ruling party, the opposite party, you're all stupid. Are you not seeing that the United States is going to treat Bitcoin as a digital gold? Are you not seeing that Russia is going to treat Bitcoin as a digital gold? Why are we lagging behind Germany? This is an opportunity for Germany. We, as the big Germany, one of the biggest economies of the world, should also follow suit. We should start to use Bitcoin as the digital gold of the 21st century. Why did we even sell 50,000 Bitcoins at the price of $50,000 US while it already now is $108,000 US? We must be the most stupid country when it comes to Bitcoin. Let's turn this around. Let's start to do the same like United States and other countries are doing. Let's use Bitcoin as a reserve asset für Deutschland, für das ganze große Deutschland. 80 Millionen Einhaber, yes, 80 million people living over there, or 90 million already. Germany is also feeling that FOMO, and thus, what are they going to do? They are going to switch their mindset slowly because they want to look up to their big brother America and say, hey, we will do the same. Please keep supporting us in all the wars and keeping Russia outside of Germany, Ukraine outside of Germany. Please support us, and we will follow your American dream of making the Bitcoin the digital gold of the 21st century. Germany is going to follow, Argentina did already follow, El Salvador did follow, Brazil is going to follow, India is going to follow, China is going to follow, like Thailand is already following. There are so many countries that are now embracing Bitcoin as something positive, as the goal of the 21st century, that can save them from bankruptcy, etc. You don't even want to know. The only part of the world that really still is very hateful is the Klaus Schwab part. That's like Europe. Europe is going to be left behind. Europe is going to be the dumb fuck part of the world that's going to be left behind because they don't believe in Bitcoin. That is how it looks at the moment. Get your ass out of Europe, go to a country that promotes Bitcoin adoption and go live a beautiful, rich life that you deserve because you worked your ass off for 40 years already for a job, for a boss that doesn't appreciate you. Now take your money, take the overvalue of the house, take all the profits that you created yourself, take it, sell the house, sell the cars, take the shit, put it into Bitcoin, go and live a beautiful life in a country where you don't need to pay €6 for a bottle of milk, like Thailand. The Dutch cheese is cheaper in Thailand than it is in the Netherlands. Please explain me how this can be possible. I am buying the cheese, I'm a cheese lover, from the Netherlands, Gouda, in Thailand, cheaper than the Dutch people buy it in the Netherlands. It is created in the Netherlands. It's exported and imported into Thailand with airplanes and trucks and brought to you in the supermarket here and cheaper than it is in the supermarket in the Netherlands. If you understand this, then please let me know. Maybe I will move back to the Netherlands then. Now, that was the news for the day, guys. Funny news and of course very serious news because Germany is feeling FOMO and more countries will feel FOMO very soon, guys. Let's now jump into the next part, the charts, and see what is happening to Bitcoin as we saw a new all-time high, $107,850 per Bitcoin when 111,111.11 cents. When is that going to happen? Very soon, in my opinion. Let's see on the charts. Bam. The first chart for today, guys. Again, that beautiful 4-hour chart. I love the 4-hour chart. I don't know why, but my sloppy hands just fit the 4-hour chart. At the moment, we are reaching a beautiful all-time high of almost $8,000. The target should be 110 to 111. Then we can see a pullback again to the 100K level, bump up, and maybe even go to 90K levels after Christmas. I'm talking about January, guys. Like until the first week of January, I believe we could still go up, 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 up. So maybe these stoppy hands, I need to replace them again by the new move. But I believe that to the first week of January, we can continue an upward movement. Then we can have a dip after the first week of January. Somewhere around the 7th or 10th of January, we have a dip. And then from that moment on, again, build up to that new run all the way, like you can see over here, like 130K or even higher to 160K, guys. So I'm guessing that will only start towards the mid of the end of January, that last part of the bull market, and it will take probably for a couple of months. It can also take a little bit less months, but I will show you this in the next couple of charts, guys. Now, short term, amazing volatility. Make sure you will be able to trade it. If you use the Bitcoin family indicator setup, you will get a little bit of help in trading. Like you can see over here, that is the 4-hour chart. Let me show you, for example, the 15-minute chart, just to give you an idea. Look how beautifully on the 15-minute chart, here the buy signal, closing above the yellow stepping line, massive profit, taking profits over there or over there, guys. Buy signal, massive profits. Buy signal, small profit, buy signal, massive profits. I only do longs and no shorts in the bull market as the trend is your friend, guys. So amazing indicator setup. Go to didibambam.me to get access to this indicator setup. Now let's jump into some more interesting charts for today, guys. Bam. This is the first one. This one I found on Twitter. It's called Magic Bands. I don't know who posted it anymore. I don't see the name on the chart. Maybe there in the top you can see it, where you can see, let me see. Yes, the CryPTOCURRENCIES. It was the one who published this one over there. You can see it there. Now, he is saying these magic bands have always been indicating when the top is in. You can see that at a certain part of the bull market, this part, those magic bands move up steeply every time. They move up steeply in the bull market phase. But still, they give us a top indication. Here we saw the previous bull market. The magic bands hit that top exactly as you can see over here, double top over there. Here we hit those bands top. Here we hit those bands. Every time we hit that top band. Now, at the moment, that top band is around 135,000 US dollars. So if we would go straight up from now, then 135 to 139,000 US dollars should be the target at the moment. If we would see a move like 2017, the last part of that massive bull market, then these magic bands should start to increase to the upside. Like we can see over here, that bump from straight line, here the purple line is going straight, up. Here again, flat, up. That's what we see here, flat, we're starting to go up. So this target of 140K will increase the more we go up. At the moment, we already had like 3 retests of that line down below the top line. We will break that test, we will break that line soon. Like we can see over here, every time we fight that line first, we fight that second line below the top first. Every time we keep fighting that line before we go and hunt for that top line. And now we have been fighting that line for the first time. 2017, if we get that type of bull market, look, we fight it, again, and only in the last part, bam, you go to the top line. So this period was a period of almost a year, to be very clear. The previous bull market, we were fighting the line, but we broke it very quickly and we went into the first top within a couple of months. Again, the ultimate top was also almost a year later after we started fighting these levels of the second line. Now, we have been fighting that second line now for the first time. So from now, it can still take a year until we see the ultimate bull market top. That is what I see on this chart, guys. Okay? Amazing chart. Then we go into this chart. Let me see where my face is. It needs to be here on top. This chart is a very interesting chart to see because on this chart you can see that whenever we go into the yellow phase, you look to the bottom, to the CMF. This is the indicator, CMF. Whenever we go into yellow, from green to yellow, that is when we enter a very steep phase in the bull market. From green into yellow, look, a very steep phase in the bull market. From green into yellow, a very steep phase in the bull market. From green into yellow, this should be a very steep phase in the bull market. Why didn't we see this over here in the previous bull market? Because that was a distribution top, a double top as we call it. So we don't have that huge power to go to these levels, but we still make a double top, double opportunity to make profits. Of course, this has to do with the Chinese ban, the COVID crash, the economy situation, everybody in the world being negative, running around with face masks in front of their eyes, so they couldn't see what they needed to buy. Let that be the excuse, those face diapers in front of their faces. And of course, at the same time, they were being like stabbed at all the kinds of ways. So yeah, they were not too smart at that moment and they were a little bit sick. Now this more looks like a situation like over here or there. We are going into this bullish zone and we will see a very steep climb. 3 to 4 months, very steep candles. That would be amazing. Now, then one of my favorite charts for today, guys, by the rational route. I've shared this chart many times, guys, and I will do it again. Look how beautiful this Bitcoin spiral of the 4-year cycle is every time playing out. You know, these bottoms are the dark red ones over there. The blue dark ones are the all-time highs. The orange line is the Bitcoin price, and the blue one, that's the halving. That halving is always in the same area over there, guys. The bottoms are always in the same area over there, guys. And the bull market tops are almost always in the same area over there, guys. Did we see another bull market? Yeah, the first cycle, we went a little bit early, of course. But the other cycles, almost the bull market top was always in this area, in these amounts of blocks, guys, there. Then one of my favorite charts for today, guys, by the rational route. I've shared this chart many times, guys, and I will do it again. Look how beautiful this Bitcoin spiral of the 4-year cycle is every time playing out. You know, these bottoms are the dark red ones over there. The blue dark ones are the all-time highs. The orange line is the Bitcoin price, and the blue one, that's the halving. That halving is always in the same area over there, guys. The bottoms are always in the same area over there, guys. And the bull market tops are almost always in the same area over there, guys. Did we see another bull market? Yeah, the first cycle we went a little bit early, of course. But the other cycles, almost the bull market top was always in this area, in these amounts of blocks, guys, there. In the previous bull market, guys, we had a double top. So this was the ultimate top in 2021. This was that first bull market already in March 2021. You know, we went up, very bullish, created an all-time high of 65K or something like that. Then we dumped back, you know, to the 30K levels. And then we created another all-time high. Again, that same section where always all the all-time highs are being created. This section is the all-time high section. So this part over here. Now, we are now there. If we would repeat the previous bull market, the double top, wow, yes, we could already create an all-time high again, a beautiful high all-time high, a really new top above 120K in March. And then we could crash again to 80K and again make a new all-time high, the top of the bull market, somewhere there around September in 2025. And that would be around, in my opinion, 160K. But if you look at other charts and all the positive news now with Trump and Germany and Russia buying Bitcoins, maybe it could be 500K, which would mean that we would go higher than this line over there, maybe even up to this level. To be very clear, I don't think this chart is completely up to date. I don't know which date this was put online, as we have already touched that 100K line. So we should be now with this yellow line above the 100K line. So this is where we should be now. So I think this one is a couple of days old. It should be over there. And then we should be increasing. Maybe I should draw again with my sloppy hands. Then we should be increasing from here. It should already be here now. We are around the 100K level. And then it slowly should be increasing to, oh, not that's fast, above that line, above the 100K, to create a top somewhere there, you know, in this area. So there, 120 to 500K. That is where the top somewhere should be, guys. The top of the current bull market, maybe a little bit extended like this area. You see, you can see it's close to this area. There, the top should be somewhere between 120 or 160 and even 500,000 US. That is how the line should really play out. Amazing chart, guys. Amazing chart. And that is also the last chart for today, guys. Let's jump into the next part. For all the people thinking, hey, where is this guy standing? This is the entrance of my house in Thailand. So it's not in the garden, it's not on the beach, it's the entrance of the house. Because in the garden, my gardener is working and making a shitload of noise. And the pool boy is cleaning the pool, also making too much noise. Yes, that is what you have when you go into Bitcoin. You have a gardener, and you have a pool boy, and you have a beautiful driveway into your front door. Go into Bitcoin. Now, guys, I hope you really enjoyed the charts. Short-term, amazing volatility again. Many trade opportunities in the altcoins, in the Bitcoin. If you want to have these signals, go to our group. Go to the signal group of the VIPs. You become a VIP by visiting the website didibambam.me. When you visit that, you will see how to get a VIP package. If you get that VIP package, you will get access to a VIP member group, to the VIP signal group, to a VIP learning platform with more than 180 courses, to VIP learning books, children's books. You will get access to giveaways, to meetups, to many more stuff if you become a Didi Bam Bam VIP member, guys. The signals that we give are mainly at the moment spot signals, as a lot of people are new to this market. So we want to teach them the safe signals first, buy and hodl, and then sell with profit. And of course, we will also start to add some leverage signals, etc. on Bitcoin pair. But guys, these spot signals already made 100% profit, 70% profit, 80% profit. These are short-term profits within 2 weeks. This is what the signal group is doing, guys. So if you want to know more about it, go visit didibambam.me, guys. But with the long term, please zoom out. Look at that bigger picture of Bitcoin. Treat Bitcoin as your core capital. Don't believe in euros and dollars. They are destroying your purchasing power, and by that also the future of you and your children and all the dreams that your kids might have. It sounds harsh, but because you believe in that fucked up euro and dollar that's being printed out of thin air, you are killing the future of your children. And why? Because every year you hold your dollars and your euros on your bank account, your purchasing power is decreasing. The moment your purchasing that power decreases, you will have less and less left for savings, for future plans. As you're spending all your dollars and euros to food and groceries, you will have less reserves and savings. When you will have less reserves and savings, what will happen to the future of your children? They won't have that beautiful, bright future that you want them to have, because you, knock, 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 you were believing in euros and dollars. You're only investing in Bitcoin with a small part of your capital because we want to make some profits. You should treat Bitcoin as your core capital, and sometimes invest into euros and dollars because you need to do groceries. But if you have a little bit of euros and dollars left, back to Bitcoin, your core capital, the asset that will have a new all-time high every 4 years and a new higher bottom also every 4 years. And in between it will do this, but you're not using your complete capital. Your capital will keep growing while you keep spending less and less sats, the smallest denomination of Bitcoin, to your groceries, to a car, to a house, to your electric bill, whatever it is. The moment you treat Bitcoin as your core capital, your purchasing power is going to increase, which means you need less and less Bitcoin to pay for your bills, which means you have more and more capital over in your saving plan, which means you're creating an amazing future for your children and for yourself. That is my tip when it comes to managing your capital. Now let's jump into the inspirational part. Bam! And the inspirational part, guys, is one that I already used a couple of times, but I need to keep repeating them so that you really understand it. This is one of the most simple inspirational quotes you will ever hear from me, but it's so powerful. Because it also has to do with what I just ranted about. You should keep your capital in Bitcoin. And I know that you're thinking, at the moment you're watching me and listening to me, you're thinking, I'm not going to take that big of a risk. What if Bitcoin crashes to zero? I will go bankrupt. I know that is the biggest fear of people, why they don't treat Bitcoin as their core capital. Now, this inspirational quote is also for you guys. Whatever happens in life, and believe me, a shitload of things have happened in my life. Positive things, very negative things. Good youth, very difficult youth. Losing my parents, losing my uncles, losing my grandparents, losing many people that I love. My whole life was a roller coaster of emotions, I can tell you that. From a normal life to the digital nomad life, from a fixed life to traveling all over the world, from dollars and euros to Bitcoins. Everything that happened in my life, whatever it was, there was always one thing that I could always say again and again and again. It's only 3 words. It's only 3 words that are very important for you to store them in between those beautiful ears. I hope they are beautiful ears, not those Spock ears, but store them. Those 3 words are, life goes on. Whatever happened, life goes on. Even when I lost my parents, which is one of the worst things to happen, life went on. Life goes on. Whatever decision you make today, if it's a good or a bad decision, it really doesn't matter. Life will continue to go on. It's stupid as fuck, it's simple as fuck, but it's always the truth. Life will go on. Yes, it can be a very bad decision to go all into Bitcoin. Life will go on. Yes, it can be a very good decision to go into Bitcoin. Life will go on. You can go bankrupt. Life will go on. You become a billionaire. Life will go on. Whatever happens, life always goes on. Until you get hit by a huge bus or the airplane crashes or you got shut down or whatever, then life stops. But maybe even then life goes on. There are some religions that are saying that if you die, that is when the life starts. So maybe life always goes on. Maybe those 3 words are the most powerful words ever. If you zoom out and you really look at the bigger perspective, at the universe, maybe life always goes on. Maybe those 3 words are very important. But to this physical life that you're living now, where you're worrying, where you're doubting, where you're always thinking, should I do this, should I do that, how will people look at me, how will that person look at me, what will they say about me, all of that, please start forgetting it. Just do it. Just do it. That's the best slogan ever for Nike, but just do it. Because if you do it, whatever comes out, life will go on. If we would have gone into Bitcoin and Bitcoin would have crashed to zero, yes, we would have been poor as fuck, but life would have gone on. I would have searched a job. After 3 months of working for that job, I would go to the bank again and say, hey, can I mortgage? Yes, I hated you, but now I love you. Give me your mortgage. And I will buy a house and we'll build up a new future again. Because life goes on with the qualities that you have as a human being, the intelligence that you have as a human being, all the positive things that you can create, manifest, your visions about the future that we have as capabilities as human beings will make sure that life will always go on. We have the power to create. You create whatever you want to create. You might say, no, yeah, you're flowing on the bull market, bull run. No, stop it. You decide now to walk outside, you're creating a new adventure. You decide now to quit your job, you're creating a new adventure. You decide now not to drive into the street to the right, but in the street to the left and take a detour. You create a new adventure and maybe new experiences. You create. If you decide to start to build a table now, you're creating a table. If you decide to start to draw a beautiful painting now, you're creating a painting. You are a creator. You can create your own path. You need to visualize, manifest your own future, grab life by the balls and start creating without any fear. But you know why? Because life will always go on. That is why, guys. That was the inspirational quote for today. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy today's video and my beautiful entrance, then please give the video a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and leave a comment. What do you think about the news, Germany, but also about the Uber driver? What do you think about the charts and what do you think about the inspirational quote? I wish you an amazing Tuesday. It is. Yes, you forget the days. And I hope to see you tomorrow again at another video. Please be aware this week is going to be a massive campaign again for the Didi Bam Bam community. A lot of giveaways, also a Christmas NFT giveaway, etc, etc, etc. So do sign up also to the Telegram group so you'll be notified every time again when we have these giveaways. We are giving all the fees we earn back to the community. So check it, didibambam.me. Bam!